Welcome to the Scarlet Opus Trend Tour for Exclusively Digital. We have selected 8 companies that are of special interest in relation to 3 design trends for 2021. In this video, we are going to show you a selection of products that fit in with the new environmentalist trend. Now, of course, this is not just a seasonal trend, and sustainable design is crucial to our survival on the planet. Over the last few years, we've really tried to create a trend display that raises awareness of issues such as plastic pollution, waste, and also material use. And we really try to endorse the brands and the companies that are genuinely trying to do things right and for the right reasons. Now, as trend forecasters, it's always encouraging for us to learn about the companies that are finding ways to do things differently to reduce environmental damage, whether that's production methods, whether that's offsetting emissions, whether that's a greater consideration to material resources. Orthex Group is a good example of this type of innovative thinking. So much of their product offer focuses on recycled plastics and bio-based plastics. These are materials that could be much more widely used within manufacturing. So if we're going to be serious about protecting the planet, we have to take steps to solve our plastic waste problem. UK consumers are putting pressure on brands and retailers for more sustainable options and plastic alternatives, as growing numbers of consumers attempt to eradicate or at least greatly reduce the amount of plastic products within their homes and especially within their kitchens. With TV shows such as Blue Planet 2 and the Plastic Oceans documentary on Netflix, it really draws attention to our ocean plastic problem. The GastroMax BIO range consists of utensils and cutting boards. The utensils combine stainless steel blades with handles made from bio-based plastics, and the cutting boards are made solely of the bio-based plastic that replaces the use of fossil fuel plastic. It is made from a mix of Nordic spruce wood fibre and sugarcane. The utensils and boards are dishwasher safe and free from BPA. The SmartStore basket range is made from 100% recycled plastic. They are available in white and taupe and are ideal for neatly organising bathroom supplies, children's toys, craft items or home office items. And the SmartStore Collect range is comprised of a large box made from around 70 to 80% recycled plastic, with inserts used to separate waste that are made from 100% recycled plastic. Its modular design makes recycling easy. You can sort and store packaging waste in the big 76-litre box and use the smaller inserts to separate different types of waste. The robust bamboo lid completes the product design and enables the box to be used as a practical seat, handy if placed in a hallway, entrance or kitchen for putting shoes on and off. This selection is as much about the significance of the after-sales service offered as it is about the product. These are pieces of Samuel Grove's first-class tri-ply stainless steel cookware made in Birmingham. The classic range includes 8 different products, including 2 saucepans, casserole pan, chef's pan, a sauté pan, and also a frying pan that you can see here. All the products have riveted handles for extra strength. They are suitable for induction, gas, electric and ceramic hobs, plus they can be placed in the oven and are dishwasher safe. We want to acknowledge the steps that Samuel Groves have taken to align themselves with the environmentally conscious consumers and how they are addressing issues relating to environmental damage, pollution, waste and overconsumption. They've recognised that consumers understand that their individual actions and their individual choices influence the global narrative of change, as people really begin to face up to the realities and the responsibilities of climate change. They are trying to adjust their behaviour to the needs of the planet, and many people now have a keen focus on reducing waste in their attempt to rethink this throwaway consumerism and are therefore buying less in a shift towards slow consumption. As a UK manufacturer, Samuel Groves is taking this changing consumer attitude and behaviour seriously and have developed a Pan for Life refurbishment scheme. So in the process, they're really setting a benchmark for other manufacturers. Being accountable, being responsible and being innovative is crucial if manufacturers are going to play their part in finding solutions for a sustainable future. So here's how it works. Once a customer purchases a piece of cookware, they then sign up for the scheme and are given a Pan for Life guarantee. So they can then return a Samuel Groves pan for recoating and repairs, which can even include replacing the riveted handles if necessary. Plus, they'll repolish the pan back to how it was when it first came off the production line. This means they won't need to throw away their pans or replace them once they've been worn after years of use and cleaning. Instead, they can have their pan completely refurbished, and the cost is set to be no more than 25% of the cost of a new pan. This may seem counterintuitive from a sales perspective, but actually it speaks to the waste-less objectives that are at the core of many consumers' principled purchase decisions. So we believe that this will encourage the eco-conscious consumers to choose and purchase a Samuel Groves pan over another brand, taking that long-term view of maybe 10 years down the road when they can have their pans refurbished with this scheme rather than replacing them. And we also wanted to congratulate Samuel Groves on their new carbon neutral status. So to achieve this, they had to make several changes and investments. Firstly, the cookware is now packed in a biodegradable Hessian bag rather than any plastic packaging. And they've also switched to using recycled cardboard cartons. The natural fibre bag protects the pan during transport and can then be used to store the pan when not in use, or alternatively to store fruit and vegetables such as potatoes, onions and apples. Second life packaging like this, that's designed from conception with the second use in mind, is key to addressing consumers' concerns about packaging waste. Within their factory, they've also made improvements by installing LED lighting, which in turn reduces their energy bill. They've also made a commitment that all their waste material will be recycled. And they openly acknowledge that regardless of the changes they've made, their manufacturing processes will still have an impact on the environment. So in order to offset carbon emissions, they have partnered with Climate Care, experts in climate and sustainable development with over 20 years experience running some of the most innovative and largest carbon offset programs in the world. Unavoidable emissions will be offset through projects including 2 world-leading clean cooking projects in Kenya and Ghana. These projects not only cut carbon emissions, they improve lives by halving fuel bills for families and reducing their exposure to toxic fumes. And by cutting fuel requirements, the projects also reduce deforestation and in turn protect precious habitats. Working with Climate Care has enabled Samuel Groves to take full responsibility for their carbon footprint. Consumers respond positively to this type of transparency. They are not expecting manufacturers to have 100% green credentials, but they are expecting them to pursue greener choices, and Samuel Groves is leading the way.